know what I do. And don't forget, subscribe me, baby. This look is not cute, but I think that it's cool. And don't forget, subscribe me, baby. Oh, Judas, Judas. Oh, Judas, Judas. All right, you know how sometimes you think you had a really good idea and then you realize it was the most dumb idea you've ever had? Yeah, this wig. Woo! No go. Now that I'm semi back to normal, I was inspired to do this by Lady Gaga's new video for Judas. Very, very, very interesting, to say the least, video. And I thought that I still have to figure out who the makeup artist was, but whoever it was, I think they did a good idea, or did a good job with the concept of it all. I just realized I forgot to line one of my eyes in white. Anyway, I'll talk to you while I'm doing that. I think that they were definitely inspired by the Chola-esque thin eyebrows, the brow appearing to be shaved and like stubble growing in, and just overly horribly drawn on eyebrows. If you haven't seen the video, you should check it out. But this look is the look very, very, very close to the end, where it's just a crisp, clean shot of her face. And yeah, I did the best that I could. Also, these, I hope you should know, are not my real eyebrows. If you can't tell far away, I'll get closer so you can see that I have concealed my eyebrow. And I did this using the spirit gum and wax method. However, you can also do it with the glue stick method, whatever you want to do. So, if you like the look, I hope you'll stay tuned to find out how I did it. Alright guys, I'm going to start out by just combing through my eyebrows. This is a spoolie, cheap, inexpensive product that you can get at like Sally's Beauty Supply or any place that you could buy makeup brushes. Now that I've combed through the hair, I'm going to take spirit gum, and this is a sticky adhesive that you can use to put on prosthetics or a lace front wig. You can get the edges to stay down with this product. It's typically sold during Halloween. However, I here in Philadelphia have a Halloween store that's open all year round. I'm lucky for that. But you can always get it online. I'm going to take that and just run it through my brows, making sure to get the skin above and around my brow. And then I'm going to comb the hair up, just making sure that the entire hair shaft is covered in the spirit gum. And then I'm going to pull it over. To make sure that it's laying flat, I'm just going to run my brush over it a few times. We want the hair to lay as flat as it possibly can. I've waited a couple seconds until it started to dry, and I'm going to put some more on. And again, make sure that you conceal the hair or the flesh above and around the brow. And again, I'm going to take my spoolie and just run it across there. Alright, and to clean off your spoolie, make sure that you have some alcohol and either a wet wipe or something dry. Just spray the cloth with your alcohol and it'll come right off your spoolie. I also want to take my wet wipe and just clean around the brow. And this is just to get some of the excess off. I know that I said to put the glue above and around, and you do want to do that, but in the end, we're going to end up cleaning as much away as possible. Now I'm going to take some, this is nose and scar wax from Ben Nye. I'm going to roll it up like that, and just stick that on my brow and work it out. Alright, and taking that little excess piece, I'm going to stick it back on. And you want to make sure that you have a good layering of this wax over top. This is the sealant. This is what's going to keep the texture away also. All right, now that that's on, I'm going to again take a wet wipe and spray some of my alcohol onto it and just clean up around those edges where we have some wax buildup. And I'm going to do the same on the top. And again, I'm just pressing with my finger, making sure that the wax in my brow is laying as flat as possible. All right, now that's as flat as it's going to be. Now I want to take a concealer that's a little bit too light for me. And this part, again, I'll be the first to say that I am not excellent at this at all. I don't do this very often. I've done it for some photo shoots, but I relied on retouching a lot of the time. And as I'm watching Gaga's video, she did too. It's clear to me that at the end of the video, when they're doing really close-ups of her face, that they've airbrushed underneath the brow to make sure that it looked super smooth. So if you don't get it right, don't worry. It's not exactly the easiest thing in the world to do. So I'm going to take this concealer. It's a little bit too light for me. And I'm literally patting over the brow area, making sure that I go up and around as well. And I'm just going to smooth it out with my finger, being very careful on the areas where there is wax. And this is just a back and forth process. Now that the concealer is on, I'm going to go over it with a powder. I would normally use a thick powder like a Studio Fix from MAC, but I can't find mine. So I'm going to take a mineral powder. This is also a little bit too light for me. And just take the end of a sponge and pat that over what we've just done. All right, so now we have virtually concealed our eyebrow. And for those of you wondering, that literally just took me about 10 minutes to do. In the video, it's going to look like it took a lot less time because I edit stuff out to make the video as a whole shorter. However, that takes about 10 minutes. And if you don't have spirit gum or a facial nose scar wax, you can also do this whole process with a glue stick, which a lot of people prefer. And I have a video, it's one of my very first videos that I ever did, showing you how to conceal your eyebrows with a glue stick. Moving right along, I'm going to now do the winged eyeliner. So taking my favorite liner, this is Wet n Wild's gel liner, and you can get this at Rite Aid. I'm going to pull my eye taut and start on the inside, making small strokes. At the edge, I keep my eye open and I just keep making small strokes till I have my desired line. Then we can go in and connect. Totally forgot to tell you, I put concealer all the way down to my lid, and because I didn't just do that, I have to work carefully now around the black line that I've just put down. Oops. All right, now I'm going to take the same concealer and I'm going to put that all under my eye and conceal as I usually would. All right, and I'm going to set that with a translucent powder. All brands carry a translucent or white setting powder. Put that right under the eye. Okay, and now we can move on to the bottom of the eye. This part is all about being patient and taking very small strokes. So we're going to take the same product and the same brush, the Wet n Wild gel liner. All right, the first line that we do is supposed to stick out a little bit further than the point on your lash, or the point on your winged eyeliner. So taking the brush, I'm going to very lightly, so faintly, draw a line and continue downward with that. And now I can go in and darken it, but gradually. I'm going to put a little bit more on my brush, just so I have more product to work with so that I can thicken that line a little bit. And again, starting off like we did, very faintly, I'm going to connect a small line. Just like that. It's hardly there. And build on that. Now I'm going to take a rounded brush for the ball on the end and just glide the whole brush through, just making sure that all the bristles are clinging together. I'm just rolling the whole brush through this product. And I know that it's not even, but I'm okay with that. All right, and doing the same for the bottom line. However, this one pretty much stays consistent. It doesn't get thick in the middle like this one does. It's also a hair shorter than this line. So I'm going to start just below it. And I can go ahead and bring it down. Again, taking my more rounded brush, we can go ahead and make that bigger circle. I'm going to take one of my favorite liquid liners, and this is NYX's liquid eyeliner. This is another drugstore brand. And again, small strokes is the key to an intricate look like this. And then going over again, make our smaller line here. All right, I'd say that's as good as that is going to get. Now I'm going to take an angled brush, and this is my favorite matte black from a company called Giella. It's called Dismal. I'm going to dip my brush in there and just begin to kind of make these patches and these lines. Okay, and to make that a little bit more crisp, because I kind of have two different sizes going on here, on both sides, I'm going to take my concealer and a synthetic haired angled brush and just draw a line to clean that up a bit and make it a little bit thinner. And you should know that this is also a technique you can do with your real eyebrows. If you're trying to grow them in or they're in an awkward in-between stage, you can always take concealer with a synthetic brush and above and below the brow kind of give the illusion of a more crisp line. All right, and I'm going to take a color from MAC. This is a darker brown. This is normally what I fill in my eyebrows with, actually. This is called Espresso. And I'm going to take a domed brush. And really the only eyeshadow that I see is a slight contour right here in the hollow of her eye. So taking the same product on the other side, sticking right below your natural brow bone. And I didn't plan to do this, but the more and more I do it, I'm realizing something that I didn't realize before. I think what Gaga's makeup artist was going for was a stubble on the eyebrow to make it seem as if the eyebrows were shaved off and growing back in. So I'm going to try drawing some black dots, and we'll see how this works out for me. It doesn't make it or break it. I don't think it's getting any better than that. So I'm just going to throw on a blush. It doesn't seem to me that she has any really obvious blush in this look. So I'm going to take my favorite blush. This is called Gingerly from MAC. It's more of a natural blush. There's nothing extreme about her blush, and it doesn't even appear to be a contour on her. Okay, and for my lips, I'm going to take a beautiful color from Revlon. I'm using all drugstore products. This is great. This is called Plum Prune, and I'm going to outline. All right, and I'm going to take a beautiful color called Wine Not from Revlon. All right, and right in the center of that, I want to put just a bright red. So I'm going to take Really Red, again, from Revlon, and just kind of put that right in the center. Okay, and to finish it off, I just stuck on a little jewel. I know hers is circular, but all I had was one that was shaped like a square. So what are you gonna do? I just stuck that on with some lash glue. All right, so there's your completed look with your crappy wig and your blue bandana. Oh man, it's just bad. Anyway, I hope you're following me on Twitter, and I have links down below to all of the social media places where you can find me. My Twitter, also my Facebook, and I hope you're watching my other channel called I'm Not My Makeup. It's all about my life and my friends, and yeah. Thanks for watching. I'm taking this off.